BBC Radio Bristol.
Jeff's Quest.
10 to 5 is the time. We all know how important nature is, but now it seems trees have come into the 21st century. Wander down to Millennium Square in Bristol, you'll see an energy tree. It'll charge your phone, give you some energy knowledge, and also provide you with Wi-Fi. Well, our reporter, Naya Anya, went down to speak to the makers and what they hope it'll actually bring to the community.
Today is the launch of something called the Energy Tree. It's a 6.5 metre high sculpture in Bristol's Millennium Square, shining in the sun next to the planetarium. The solar panels are shaped to look like leaves and angled to soak up the sun. Phil Winfield, CEO at Bristol, explains how it's going to work.
About a year ago, we were having meetings, and what we were discussing was if the tree is making electricity, how do we make that useful? How do you actually use the electricity for the public in the square? The solution in the end was, well, people outside in Bristol might have phones. We can charge their device on the tree. They also get Wi-Fi, so they can then access the internet. All of that the tree can do for you to make the energy from it really useful. The response we want from the public is firstly just to come along and enjoy it as a piece of art. That's the first thing. It's a really nice addition to the square. We'll have other additions here in Millennium Square to do with Green Capital later in the year. Then, of course, it's useful. And then finally, we're asking them to upload with the hashtag #selftree a picture of themselves with the tree, using the internet, of course, from the tree to share a picture of themselves with it. So hopefully throughout the year, what you'll get is all visitors to Bristol will come see the tree, take their picture by it, and we'll build up a nice photo album of everyone who came to see it. If they want to play with a solar panel, we have one down at ground level, powered to some speakers, and the speaker plays music from local Bristol bands. They can essentially touch it, and as they cover up and cast shadow on it, their music's going to get quieter and louder, and you can even see which band the music is playing.
The Energy Tree was built by Demand Energy Equality. They also teach people how to make solar panels. Max Wakefield says,
we run practical workshops for people, so if someone wants to learn more about these panels on the tree, the panels were built by the Bristol Drugs Project. We've taught people who knew nothing about energy or how to build a solar panel or even maybe what an electric circuit was, how to create a solar panel that works, and actually anyone can learn. That's kind of where it all came from, on the basis that if you give people a very practical hands-on thing to do, and at the end of it they've actually built their own energy source, then you've started to create this tangible relationship with energy. We're not doing it purely because it's a scientific experiment. We're interested in engaging people around energy. People don't really understand what energy is. You don't see it very much. You might burn yourself in a kettle every now and again or something along those lines, but really apart from that, you don't have any physical interaction with it. And so we're trying to find ways to open up that conversation more. And obviously this is something that is a bit unusual, and people engage with it in a positive way because you can go and plug your phone in and it looks nice. So it's a way of starting conversations, basically.
Bristol Drugs Project has been running for 29 years, helping rehabilitate those with drug and alcohol dependency issues. Their CEO is Maggie Telfer.
Yeah, we've been working with Demand Energy Equality for just under a year with people who use our services who are in recovery from drug and alcohol use, building the circuits which made the solar leaves for the Energy Tree. They've done it over about 8 or 9 months, so kind of a workshop kind of every other week. I think something about the links between energy and saving energy and renewables and recovery, because there's a lot in common really. I think we've all had to learn to make small but quite tough steps to learn how to save energy. So, you know, turning off lights when we leave rooms and turning down the heating. We've all made those steps, and it's very much the same for people who are trying to overcome a drug or alcohol problem. So there's a lot of synergy really between kind of energy saving and recovery.
The Energy Tree Switch-on event runs until 7 p.m. in the Millennium Square this evening and is free to the public. There will be a local band playing as well as speeches about energy.